I hope you're having a great day. Today we're here to talk about the stress and the anxiety of what's happening. We're not going to discuss the subject. We're going to discuss how to deal with the anxiety, with fear, with stress, because everyone's problem is different. Some people are in areas where there's conflict. Some people have their families in areas. We can't go into that. Everyone has their own problems, and everyone's stress and anxiety is real for one another. We can't say don't be stressed. Think positive. That's toxic positivity. People will be stressed. People will be anxious. So the first most important part is to accept it. It's okay to be stressed. It's okay to be anxious. Now let's break it down. Because what I teach you today is not only during times of war. It's through everyday life. Sometimes an email makes you anxious. Sometimes the death of a loved one, the sickness of a loved one or yourself. All of these can be different contexts of what causes our anxiety. It's just that right now we have a context, which is a possible war, and that's our stress. So let's first start looking at, while I give you the tools to handle it today, let's first understand a basic human emotion is the fear of uncertainty. Understand that. It is the fear of uncertainty. It's not the sickness, it's the fear of uncertainty about the sickness. It's not whether you'll get the best grade in class or not. It's the uncertainty of what happens if you don't. Uncertainty is a human emotion. And let me repeat this twice. There is nothing you can do about uncertainty. There is nothing you can do about uncertainty. The only thing you can do is embrace it. And the only thing that you can actually do is influence your actions. Uncertainty is going to be part of your life today, tomorrow, in the next 10 years and 15 years. Nothing is certain. Why am I telling you this? Because the first thing is people are trying to fight for things that give them certainty. You're losing that battle because no matter how much information you get, there will always be uncertainty. So embrace it. Embrace it. Uncertainty is always going to be there. Now, what are the actions that I can influence? So let's break this down. At this point in all of our lives, what is in control and what is out of control? It's easy to talk about meditation tools and breathing tools, which we'll come to. But first, do the work in your mind. In this situation, what is in your control and what is out of your control? Break it down right now, not later, right now. What is out of our control is we don't know what the outcome of the situation is. We don't know whether we'll be safe tonight, tomorrow. It's out of our control. We don't know whether this will become a war. We don't know if this will go on for years. We don't know. It is out of our control. So trying to stress more about that, you're only wasting precious energy and you are raising your cortisol and adrenaline for absolutely no good. And that's going to affect your pressure, your blood sugar levels, your inflammation and everything. It's out of control. So when we know that's out of our control, we now move into the circle of what is in our control and what actions can we influence. So there are many things. One is some of you are building communication lines with your family members. Some of you have already started stocking up on food. That's your choice. Some of you have moved to safer places. Some people have left the country. Everyone's done something within their circle to influence their actions. But there are many people who are still stuck in the first circle. They're only in what's going to happen. So their stress and their fear is building up more and more because they're still trying to be in control of something that is out of their control. And as they stay in that circle of what they cannot control, they're going to feel weaker, more anxious, more stressed, and eventually they'll get sick. Now, what if I know what the problem is, and what if I moved all my energy into the circle of what is in control? What can you do right now? Some people will turn to prayer, and that's a beautiful thing. Because in uncertainty, that's one of the most beautiful things. If you're religious, pray, surrender, ask for guidance, listen, pray. Faith, belief, that'll give you some amount of peace. Because guess what? When you're in the circle of trying to be in control of something that's not in control, there is no peace over there. And there is no result of your anxiety and stress. Your anxiety is not going to fix the problem. Your stress is not going to fix the problem. So you're just burning energy. Take all that energy and move into the circle of what you can influence. So some people pray. Some people will be with their families and talk about it and express and feel better by talking about it. Some people will make the big mistake of constantly watching the news and doing something called doom scrolling on social media. What is doom scrolling? Because you read one article on social media. Now, the algorithm is going to give you more and more and more and more of information and war and negativity and what's happening. And that doom scrolling is going to burn you out in your mind. You already know, maybe set timers for regular updates, or maybe if it's too much for you, just don't watch the news or just get off social media or don't follow those accounts for a while, because that will reduce your cortisol. That will reduce your adrenaline. So that's something else that we can do. What else can we do? We can pray, we can communicate with our families, we can do what we can. Now, to immediately feel calmer, what is the best breathwork sequence that you can do? I've taught this to you all before. It's box breathing. 4, 4, 4, 4. Inhale through your nostrils, 4 seconds, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through your nostrils, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. So at the end of your exhale, hold for 4 seconds before your next inhale. So that's like a box. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold. And repeat 6 to 8 times. Your anxiety and stress and what's happening around wouldn't have changed, but within you, you have created calm. You have created some amount of bringing down your cortisol and your adrenaline, because that is going to make you sick. That is going to make you inflamed. That's going to mess up your gut. That's going to make you acidic. That's going to mess up your pressure, your blood sugar levels, and everything. We're built for stress, going up, coming down, going up, coming down, not going up and staying up. So your job is to bring it down, cortisol and adrenaline, by changing the way you breathe. The second breathwork exercise is very simple. I've taught this to you all before as well. 1:2. Let's say your inhale through your nostril is 4 seconds. Your exhale through your nostril will be 8 seconds. So ratio is 1:2. If your inhale is 3 seconds, your exhale is going to be 6 seconds. So just doing 5 to 6 of these deep breaths, you're going to feel calmer. You're going to feel much, much calmer. Now, because your mind is totally into the news and everything and everyone, what everyone's saying, let's teach you a quick technique that can bring you back to the present moment. Because me telling you to come back to the present moment is not going to work. So we do a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What is that? Okay? 5. Look around where you are right now and spot 5 different things. I can see a glass, I can see a bottle of water, I can see a pencil, I can see a light bulb, and I can see a TV. That's 5. Number 4, you're going to touch 4 things around you. So I'm going to touch the pencil, I'm going to touch the glass, I'm going to touch the pad, I'm going to touch something else. 3, you close your eyes and try to hear 3 different sounds. I can hear the air conditioner, I can hear someone speaking outside, I can hear my own breath. Then 2, what do you think 2 is going to be? 2 is going to be basically things that you can close your eyes again, and what can you feel? Okay, so maybe I can feel the texture of this glass, or I can feel my heart beating. And number 1, close your eyes again, and what can you taste? I'm just tasting my saliva. I had some pomegranate for lunch. I can taste that little fiber stuck in my tooth. Now this exercise may seem really funny, but guess what? While you're doing this exercise, there's no way you're going to be thinking about anything else. So it's a beautiful way to just come back to the present moment if you're feeling overwhelmed. No, too many thoughts. What's happening? What's going on? All of these things. What else is within our control? What else is within our sense of control? So many parents have been messaging me, Luke, should we remove our children from school? Should we do this? Should we do it? And the government's not saying it. And in this stage, do what you feel is right. If you feel you shouldn't send your child to school, don't send your child to school. Simple. Have a mind of your own and make decisions that make you feel safe and your children feel safe. It's absolutely okay to do that. You don't have to be the herd. You don't have to follow herd mentality. Whatever makes you safe, because so many moms are, my daughter's in school, my son's in school. What if something happens? All of that. It's simple. It's simple. It's your life and your choice. You make the decision. You make the decision and buy yourself some peace. It's completely up to you. A lot of people, Luke, how do we explain this to our kids? Well, I don't know that, but just tell them the truth. Just tell them the truth. The worst mistake we can be making ever is saying that it's Muslims against Hindus and Hindus against Muslims. This is not about religion. This is about terrorists. Make that definition very, very clear to your children. Period. We don't want to bring them up in more problems that we already have, where people have misused religion to create terror. Talk about terror. It's not about any nationality. It's about terrorists. So that's how you explain it to your kids and tell them the truth. The one thing I can tell you, if your kids see your anxiety, if they hear you talking with fear, they are going to become more fearful. They are going to be more anxious. So be careful what conversations you're having in front of your children and tell them they're scared. It's okay to be scared. What's wrong with being scared? They're fearful. Of course it's okay. Teach them how to handle fear. But the point is, the only thing we can do in this situation is, what is in your control, do it. What is out of your control, surrender it. No amount of stressing out can change that problem. So rather than burn yourself out, move all of that energy into the actions that you can do. Be careful if you're scrolling. You find yourself moving from article to article. Remember, that's just going into your brain. You cannot consciously filter out what you want in your brain and what you want outside of your brain. So be very, very careful of that. Stay away from gossip. Stay away from small talk. Stay away from people's opinions. They don't matter at this point. What matters is that you have the right information coming and you have the right set of actions that you can do. So it is so important for me. Now, I've never had anyone who's gone through war before, but I have people who are standing by the deathbeds of their parents or their loved ones, their children, extreme grief. And then I see how everyone usually turns towards prayer. They turn towards prayer. They just surrender because there's nothing that anything can be done. And I see so many of these people experience true peace when they surrender. That's something all of us can do. I'm not asking you to be religious. I'm not asking you to be spiritual. I'm just trying to say that if you believe in the power of prayer, this is where faith, belief, and surrender comes in. For everyone else, just do what you can. Influence your actions. Practice your breath work. Don't miss your workout. I know your workouts make you feel so good. There is no reason that we should miss our workouts. Can't go to the gym, work out at home. Work out in your room. You know how you feel after a workout. You feel strong in your head. The endorphins, you feel amazing. You feel good. But if we become sedentary and we sit at home and start stress eating, we're actually going to feel horrible about ourselves. And that's going to impact our mind. It's going to slow us down. It's going to weaken us. So even the smallest amount of news will make us more vulnerable. So the point is, keep working out. Get your sleep in place. Do all your sleep rituals before you fall asleep and practice your breath work. These are the things that you can do. There is nothing to preach about the problem. We already know what the problem is. Now it's up to you to decide whether you want to be in circle number 1, which is you're trying to be in control of something that is out of your control. Or you want to shift yourself, your mindset, and your energy into circle number 2, which is, what can I do? What actions can I influence? How prepared can I be? And that's it. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. That's the bitter, ugly truth. Too many people are stressed and anxious because they're trying to control and be in control of people and things that are out of control. The sooner you realize this and realize that uncertainty is real, it will always be there. Always be there in your life. Embrace it so that you can focus on influencing the actions and your actions that can be influenced. Have a great day, everyone. Be safe, and peace be with all of you.